occurrences.
Some historic sites come with weighted histories that should not be interfered with. Our next story tells the tale of what consequences can come with tapping into those histories that are better off left forgotten. So turn out the light and pull up the covers as I share a tale of the paranormal. My husband and I participated in a paranormal ghost hunting weekend at the historic Hotel Bethlehem in Pennsylvania. Like many historic hotels, the Hotel Bethlehem is famously haunted. Energies of past poignant moments, fires, deaths, lingering guests who haven't exactly checked out. Some rooms need a permanent do not disturb sign on the door. Hotel room walls with a story to tell. The weekend events were exciting. Participants gathered in a ballroom with a paranormal investigator team and a psychic medium. The investigators were telling the tales of the haunted history of the hotel and explaining what we'd be doing over the course of the stay. We were in the grand ballroom, which had balconies on the second floor as part of the mezzanine level. I couldn't help but get the feeling that we were all being watched from above, which was accompanied by an icy cold chill that I couldn't shake. I kept looking up at the balconies, expecting to see someone and confirm my suspicions, but no one was there. The investigators mentioned the Lehigh and Lafayette rooms that were up on the mezzanine level. The Lafayette room sparked my interest for reasons I couldn't explain at the time. Someone asked about using Ouija boards, and the investigators discouraged its use. The medium took a step forward and pointed at me, telling the group that I was someone who could help them with Ouija board questions. The medium did know me, as we had similar circles and friends, but I was not anticipating being anyone's Ouija board guide. I didn't even know I was someone that a psychic medium would point out as being someone's guide with the Ouija board. I reluctantly smiled amongst the stairs, a bit frustrated by being made a part of the attraction by the medium. The ghost hunt continued to the mezzanine level, where we learned of room 932, one of the rooms considered to be the most active in the hotel. I was intrigued to find my way to that room when suddenly two women presented me with the Parker Brothers Ouija board box. Nonetheless, I half-heartedly agreed to help them and went into the Lafayette room. I'm a believer in grounding and protecting yourself with prayer, light, and salt. In spite of saying you only want to invoke spirits of the highest good, what comes through is up to interpretation. Your heart pounding, palms sweaty, and feeling cold as ice spots of air can be interpreted however you like. We asked who was with us and if anyone wanted to communicate with us. A faint growl surrounded us in the room. We were at a loss for words, and before we could process what had just happened, the planchette jerked forward beneath our fingertips. Maybe it was one of the two women, or maybe it was me who instinctively moved it. My husband had been digitally recording us in hopes of catching an EVP while we interacted with the board. Instead of asking another question, we played back audio looking to confirm what we heard. A hissing, "No!" accompanied the growl in the EVP in response to my question of anyone wanting to communicate. Look, I know what no means. You need not tell me twice. I don't poke the bear or go diving for demons. If I catch a cold breeze and I hear a growl and I feel like fleeing, I'm out. Closing up. Curtain closed on this shit show. I like history. I've encountered unfriendly ghosts and just worn out memories on replay. But when I encounter the darker side, I know better too. We rejoined the ghost hunt and the unexplained encounters continued. Room 932 exceeded our expectations and the stories told. The rear entrance on the ground floor smelled like old smoke. especially in the areas of the building that used to be a speakeasy. There was a hallway on 2 of the floors of the hotel that caused instant vertigo and made me ill. I braced myself on the wall as I walked the hallways, trying to retain my balance, as even my vision had blurred. But no one prepared me for what I woke up to the next morning. I wore a gold Tree of Life band on my ring finger, and it had been gnawed on while I slept with it on my finger. What had been a perfectly round and smooth gold ring was now mangled with teeth marks. I wondered if whatever had growled at us the night before followed me. It is the only thing that made logical sense to me. After we left the hotel, I melted down the ring and got rid of it. Whatever found me that night, I wasn't going to chance that it stayed attached to me. Have a story about the Ouija board or something paranormal? Share it with us and maybe it will be told in a future episode. Until then, sleep tight.